Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Tendo and this is Take 5. My review, my thoughts on games in 5 minutes or less. I want to value your time because I value my time. Today we're going to be looking at Runner3 on the Nintendo Switch. I have never played any of the previous Runner games. I've known about them. I know it's CommanderVideo and that you run, and that's it. So I decided, let's just jump into Runner3 and see what it's all about. So what are we waiting for? Start that timer. Alright, so this is Runner3. Pretty standard affair as far as the storytelling goes, nothing crazy. CommanderVideo and CommanderGirlVideo are on vacation in Foodland, and bad things start to happen. This guy named Cheese Throat, which is a cheeseburger on a body, tells you that wheat germ are going to be spread by this bad guy, and you've got to stop it. So what do? You start traveling from world to world, running to save the day, and that's about it. You can play as either CommanderVideo or CommanderGirlVideo, and there are unlockable characters as well, and then once you pick, you just run. You start going. Runner3, so I had never played a previous game in the franchise before, but I wasn't quite sure what to expect from it. Runner3 is a rhythmic-based runner, which would be implied in the title, big surprise there. You do not have any control over the speed in which your character is running, but you can jump, double jump, slide, kick, slam down, and various other things. And the levels get pretty darn hard, so don't worry about complexity there. The controls are very simple. It's a very simple concept, but it continues to build up on itself. There are checkpoints in each one where you can either pass them and do a heroic feat, or you can hit the checkpoint, and if you die, then you start from there. Each level has a gold run and a gem run, except for the boss battles at the end of every world. And the gem run paths are typically much harder. There are still gold there, but it's about the gems. And then at the end, if you collect all of the gold in that run, you get a bonus where you're shot out of a cannon into a bullseye, of course, because that's what happens when you get a perfect, right? And as I said before, there's gold to collect, gems to collect, and other collectibles that unlock various things that you can collect in each level. And one other thing, you're gonna die, or at least I died a lot. A lot. Oh, and there was this handy little counter that told you how many times you died on a level. Man, I suck. There are also some leaderboards, some online leaderboards you could check with friends, you could check globally. It's all about points since everybody's running the same speed. And that gold can unlock new levels, like special levels, and the gold and the gems can be used in the store. Now, the store does have some things that you can, accessorize your characters with, like outfits, various things like that, like what your skin is like, and then you can also add capes. And you can also adjust that little thing in the back that when you're running super fast, I guess is what it is, you can change the look of it. Now, the first thing that I absolutely love about this game, Charles Martinet's in it.
Burger Mouth Burger Brand Mouth Broth, another common beverage by Schlortz.
He's narrating all throughout, and it's great. And the second thing that I absolutely love about this game, which you probably could have already, gathered so far, is this game is full of charm and goofiness. And when I say goofiness, I mean goofiness. It's just weird. It's really weird. But I really liked it. I mean, even in the loading screens, there are little things to read. Some of their narration is really funny. Like, I remember one time I heard Charles Martinet said, "Hello, this is Charles Martinet, and guess what? You're not." And then that was it. It just moved on to the level, and that was the end of it. The other thing that I really enjoy about this game, but it's also kind of a frustration, are the backgrounds. The backgrounds are honestly amazing. Now, the art direction on some of the characters is a little, interesting. Yeah, we'll say interesting. I don't know if I liked it. I like the color usage and all that, but the character designs are, I don't know, it's just a little odd to me. But there's so much going on in the background, there's so much to be seen, but the frustrating part about it is that you can't really pay attention to that while you're playing because you're so focused on not dying and doing all these things. I didn't notice most of the stuff in the backgrounds until I started editing the video. Something else that I think could have benefited the game were maybe an extra checkpoint or two on some of the later levels. They got really hard and it was kind of a bummer doing it all over again. And the last thing that I wasn't too big of a fan on was the music's good. I just felt like there needed to be a little bit more. Each world cycles through the same 2 or 3 songs. Alright, so what do I think of Runner 3? It's full of charm and goofiness. I love that. Charles Martinet's rad. The gameplay is tight and responsive, and the difficulty is actually really nice. The simple controls mix really well with the difficulty later on, but I just wish there were a couple more checkpoints. I really enjoyed the music. I just wish there were more than 2 to 3 cycled per world. The backgrounds are amazing, but it's really hard to pay attention to them because you're trying to play the game. But overall, I really recommend this game. It's definitely worth your time.